Good evening, goddesses, and welcome to the Not Your Love Coach podcast. I'm Josie, and for most of my life, I've been either head over heels in love or picking up the pieces. Over the years, I lost myself in my partners, and I neglected my dreams. But at 46, after yet another painful breakup, where I got replaced faster than my kids can mess up the house, I realized it was time to focus on me, to love myself unconditionally, and live my best life. This time, I'll win the breakup, follow the rules, and keep it classy, or at least try. This podcast is a bit of a therapy for me. Am I qualified to give you advice? Fuck no. But if I can help you get through your own heartbreak with some laughs and shared lessons, then welcome to my mess. Good evening, goddesses. How's it going? This episode should be a little less serious than the last one. I'm talking about a different kind of intoxication. So remember when I told you that when I break up, I'm quick to get on dating sites, but that I decided to stay away from them this time? Well, I did meet a few guys before deciding to pause my dating frenzy. And while I am not looking to enter any serious relationship at the moment, I'm trying really hard to focus on myself and my projects, I did meet someone special, the architect. He's a bit older, successful, very handsome, tall, and he has a great sense of humor. He is also very grounded, and he helps me tremendously to slow down. He has a very calm presence. He meditates and does yoga daily, and he spends hours every day exploring the outdoors. Where does he find the time to do all that, you ask? Well, he's retired, but I'm not allowed to call him a retiree. I have to refer to him as a free man. Talking about freedom, the architect is in a polyamorous relationship. I know. For a lot of people with more traditional views on relationships, it may seem like he's not completely physically or emotionally available. When we first connected on Facebook meeting, I kind of overlooked this important detail. I love what he wrote, but for some reason I was drawn to the pictures of him meditating. Meditation is something I've tried to incorporate in my daily routine. It's part of the personal growth program that I signed up for, but it's something very difficult for me. I'm not technically hyperactive, but silence and calm sometimes make me uneasy. Anyhow, in our first few exchanges, he asked if I read his profile carefully. Oops, then I saw the red flag. But honestly, I didn't care. I told you, I am not ready to enter a relationship. And he made me laugh, so I said I was open to meet him eventually. Another important detail to mention is that the architect lives at exactly 303 kilometers or 3 hours and 25 minutes drive away from me. I told myself, there you go, Josie. There's no way you're going to move in too fast with this one. Early on, around the time I learned about the pilot's new girlfriend, he messaged me, and I think he probably just asked how I was doing, and I was not doing good. So I ended up vomiting all of my sorrows in a message. I told him how I felt my life was shit, how I was disappointed in myself, how I was lost and struggling to let go of my ex, who was obviously over me already. I remember telling myself, that's it, he's going to think I'm crazy, I'm never going to hear from him again. Well, it was the opposite. He took the time to respond with a very warm message, and he suggested we speak on the phone, and we did. I loved his voice and his calm. We connected over the phone and discovered that we shared a lot of similar experiences, so we decided we'd meet in person and see where it would go. He drove all the way to meet me, and the connection was almost instant. I walked into this thing knowing full well there was someone else, his live-in girlfriend, the nesting partner. I just decided to live in a moment and not question it. So I've been seeing him every 2 weeks when my kids are at their dad's. It's funny when you think about it. It's actually like having a boyfriend in joint custody. When he's here, he does his own thing while I work, and he cooks for me. Did I tell you he's a foodie and once owned a restaurant? The food he makes, man, I've put on at least 2 pounds every time he showed up. We spent a lot of quality time together. I taught him how to skate at 53. Yeah, I know, another questionable Canadian. We jogged together, went to the spa, tried pretty much all outdoor skating spots in the area, and the sex. Oh my God. I don't know if it's the fact he's older, the yoga, or the meditation, but wow, I'm having the best sex of my life. Simply mind-blowing. Be reassured, goddesses, we practice safe sex, always. I know what you might be thinking, that I'm falling for him and heading straight for trouble. Remember how the pilot was a little absent? Am I about to repeat the same mistake and fall for someone who isn't emotionally or physically present? We talk about this situation openly. Being polyamorous means you can love more than one person at the same time, as long as everyone is informed and consents. I'm not sure about the idea of loving more than one person. I don't think this is something I'd be capable of. I do know, though, that if I ever decided to be involved in a polyamorous relationship, I'd want to be the nesting partner, not the bonus, as I like to call myself. I've been very honest with the architect, and he with me. If you told me I'd be in this kind of relationship in my 20s, I would have been extremely offended. But hey, I guess with maturity, I don't think there's only one model of relationship. Rather, there are as many as there are humans in love. This whole situation is also new for him. His point is that monogamy has never worked before for him, and as his other girlfriend is polyamorous, he decided to have an open mind and live in the moment. So right now, at the moment, I'm happy with the time I'm spending with him. I have no idea what the future holds, and it's okay. So I guess that this one is to be continued. And that's it for season 1, goddesses. I want to thank you for listening. I hope that my stories and struggles help you somehow overcome your own issues. Sharing my journey has been incredibly therapeutic for me. I'm still a work in progress. I can't promise I won't make mistakes again, but I know I'll have empathy for myself, and that whatever happens, I'll always shift the focus back on me. Until next time, trust the process. You're a goddess.